Everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of the Rigas run here in Gnomoria. We're just digging out our rooms, preparing our little settlement. Nothing too exciting has happened yet, except we've got really lucky. We found some stone, we found some gems, got a nice flat plain here, so let's just hit play and continue on with the action. So they're going to keep doing what they're doing as long as there's something to do. The thing with stone is it takes longer to dig out than clay, so they take a bit longer. So I'm gonna mine here again, just to create another room here. So this was what? This was our... I've forgotten already, it only happened 5 seconds ago. This is our food stockpile. It'd be great if we... Oh! Okay, you can actually rename that. Isn't that very handy? Food stock. Awesome. That's dirt. Come on lads, put your backs into it. There are yaks. They'll breed if you leave them long enough. You get baby yaks. And you can, of course, farm them. They make milk there, so someone will come along and collect the milk. Or you can turn them into meat, but we don't want to do that yet since we have only 2. There they go. I'm gonna make another stockpile right here. It doesn't have to be as big. And we are going to store their clippings for now. So make another one here just to keep things tidy. Goods, cloth. It'll just gather up this cotton which we use to make bags and clothes and stuff. I'm not too deep into the crafting of it because it just didn't go that far in the demo. There's different kinds of trees. The wood's different properties and values. Come on, fellas. So there you go. There's our food getting dumped in there, and as you can see, there's no more dirt on the ground. These are clippings. Now, when we might as well start over here. We're gonna forage a bit more, clear out this area. This is all about self-sustainability here. We're going to create a little grove of trees for ourselves that will regenerate. We're going to make one for fruit trees and one for lumber. So they'll keep regenerating, keeping our guys happy. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was food. We'll make this one drink. We're going to designate this area as a dormitory, which I learned is very important and didn't realize for my first few goes. Your guys need to sleep, and a sleepy gnome is not a very efficient gnome, so we're going to make furniture. When you start off, basically you have enough to make a few straw beds, and that's enough to get them by at the start. Now they've cleared out this room, so we're going to designate another stockpile. This is great. Food, drink stock. It's much easier to keep track of things in the menus now that I can name things. I assumed you could in the demo, I just didn't realize it. I doubt that that's a new feature. Okay, now, see, there our beds are going in there. I'm going to extend our hallway up a bit here. You don't want to go too close to a wall or you'll end up poking out the other side and leaving a gaping hole, which isn't really a big deal now, but probably will be if there's enemies. Okay, how are they doing there? A bit more to do. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, now we're gonna Designate a grove of trees. Our demo didn't really go long enough for this to become too useful. We'll go fair size. We'll go 12 by 14. That sounds good. We're going to be apple trees. Now here we can tell what they do. We're going to plant new saplings, obviously, cut clippings, which means we can replant the trees. It's like gathering seeds. We're going to turn off fell trees because we don't want our apple trees to be cut down, and we'll leave pig fruit on, and hopefully this will be a nice little orchard for our apples and keep our orchard and keep our gnomes with full bellies till they make wine, and then God knows what they're going to do. Now while we're here, we're going to fell the other trees here that are in the way. Put our other one there when we have time. Okay. Now see, he's putting the drink in there. Okay, this is the edge of the map. I'm going to start making workshops now. I'm going to make another hallway here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to make another hallway here with another entrance because I'm going to put our workshops here, and our tree preparation will be just outside, and it will be nice and convenient. Because gnomes, if you know one thing about gnomes, they love efficiency and they're lazy. So they'd much rather walk 4 squares instead of an extra 15 squares to go all the way around. Now I'm going to dig another room out here. Dig a doorway. We'll just fill it that way because it's an awkward area. And workshops, make the workshops fine and big. Fit everything in there. Oh, that's why they're not digging that out. I didn't put a doorway. I'm a genius. Doorway. There we go. Actually, I'll leave that small. Now, we're going to build a workshop. You can only really start with a crude workbench. Take some logs and some stone, which we have. So, if like me in the first few times through you didn't find any stone, that was very difficult to do, so you can rotate it there by tapping or stick it up in the corner. I like building 2. You'll see why. Now, to make things more efficient again, I'm going to make another stockpile. Let's do it here. This for just logs, because these guys will use logs, and I'm going to make another stockpile, and in there we will use just planks. Turn it off, just planks. Now we're going to use this one to make planks, set that to repeat, so this takes raw logs, turns them into usable wood, and this guy we will just make these basic things. We're going to make one of each so we can make better workstations. Now, a guy will come along eventually and start doing that. No one's planted any trees yet, but we'll set out the other grove. 15 by 15. We're going to do birch. I like birch a bit better than the pine, so we're going to have that. We won't have it fell trees for now because we want it to propagate a bit, so we'll have a plant saplings, clippings, no fruit to pick. Wood grove. Okay, now, and it's a day and night cycle. As you can see, it's getting dark. Our guys will get tired soon and probably go to bed. this will be our woodworking room, and beside it I'm going to make our stone working room. Again, these awkward shapes near the edge of the wall, just fill it in. Don't go too close, because gaping holes. Oh, like I just did there. So if you do that, we can go cancel job and just deselect. There we go. And we'll mine it out again. So the purpose of these videos really is to be a tutorial when I do it right, and if I mess up and my gnomes start drowning or dying, consider it a cautionary tale of what not to do. Alright, now I think that's just about time for the second episode to be over. So I will see you again really soon with the third episode of Rigas Runs Down in Gnomoria. So see you next time.